Donald John Trump was born on June 14, 1946 in Queens, New York, into a wealthy family. His father, Fred Trump, was a successful real estate developer, known for building and managing residential complexes in New York's suburbs. From a young age, Donald showed an ambitious and competitive personality, standing out as a charismatic leader, but also irreverent and bold. His education began at the New York Military Academy, where he honed his decisive character and leadership skills. He later attended the Wharton School of Business, one of the most prestigious schools in the United States, where he studied finance and laid the foundation for his future career, the business world. After graduating, Trump joined the family business but soon decided to expand his own empire. In the 1970s and 1980s, he made a name for himself in Manhattan real estate, transforming old buildings and hotels into luxurious, prestigious properties. Among his most famous projects is Trump Tower, a 58-story skyscraper that became a symbol of his ostentatious style and rise in high society. Trump did not limit himself to real estate. Over the years, he diversified his ventures by entering the casino, luxury hotel, and even television industries. With the reality show The Apprentice, he cemented his image as a tough and determined businessman, becoming a global celebrity. His signature phrase, "You're fired," became a cultural catchphrase. The political turn, despite being a well-known figure, the most surprising turn in Trump's life came in 2015 when he announced his candidacy for the presidency of the United States. With a direct, provocative, and often unconventional style, Trump presented himself as an outsider, promising to drain the swamp in Washington and return power to the American people. His campaign focused on issues such as immigration, national security, and economic recovery. With the slogan, "Make America Great Again," he managed to capture a broad base of voters, especially in rural and industrial areas affected by the economic crisis. Despite media criticism and opposition from the political establishment, Trump won the 2016 election, defeating Democratic candidate Hillary Clinton in one of the most polarizing elections in American history. The Trump's presidency was marked by controversial decisions and an unconventional approach to politics. Among his main initiatives were tax cuts, criminal justice reform, and a foreign policy characterized by a tough stance on China and Iran. Trump also introduced the so-called Muslim ban, a decree limiting entry to the United States from several Muslim-majority countries, and began construction of a wall along the Mexican border to curb illegal immigration. On the economic front, the president celebrated stock market growth and a decline in unemployment, but his protectionist policies also caused tensions with long-standing trade partners. Scandals and controversies. Trump's presidency was accompanied by numerous scandals and controversies. The Russiagate investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 election raised questions about the legitimacy of his victory and led to an in-depth inquiry. Additionally, he was accused of abuse of power for pressuring the Ukrainian government to investigate Joe Biden, his main political rival. This episode led to his first impeachment in 2019. Criticism of his leadership style intensified during the handling of the COVID-19 pandemic, which many deemed chaotic and ineffective. Despite this, Trump maintained a fiercely loyal base of supporters who saw him as a leader capable of challenging the system and defending conservative values. The 2020 election and the Capitol riot. The 2020 election was a pivotal moment. Trump faced Joe Biden in a campaign marked by the pandemic and deep political polarization. After losing the election, Trump contested the results, alleging widespread fraud without providing concrete evidence. This culminated in the Capitol riot on January 6, 2021, when his supporters stormed the building to disrupt the certification of Biden's victory. The incident deeply shook American democracy and led to his second impeachment, although he was acquitted by the Senate. Trump's return after leaving the White House. Trump remained a central figure in the Republican Party. In 2024, he announced his candidacy for a second presidential term, once again mobilizing his electoral base and winning the Republican primaries. His campaign centered once again on the slogan, "Make America Great Again," focused on issues such as border security, fighting inflation, and revitalizing American industry. In November 2024, Trump achieved a stunning victory over Joe Biden, returning to the presidency with the support of millions of Americans who saw him as a beacon of radical change. His second term is now closely watched, with expectations of significant reforms and fears of new controversies. Trump's legacy today. Donald Trump remains a polarizing and influential figure. For some, he is a hero who fought against the elite and defended the interests of the American people. For others, he is a divisive leader who undermined democratic institutions and promoted a rhetoric of hate. Despite the controversies, Trump has left an indelible mark on American history. His rise to power, from real estate mogul to president, represents one of the most extraordinary and controversial chapters in modern politics. With his unique style and ability to mobilize the masses, Donald Trump will continue to be a subject of debate for generations to come.